My goal here is simple. Funner for everyone.
Hey, Jane, you having fun?
Woo!
Is that legal?
Because around here, funner is a state of mind.
All right, what is going on, Laker fans? Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Got kind of one specific thing that I want to get into. I want to talk about a player that got traded to the Lakers at the deadline that I had a lot of questions about. Maybe I'm starting to get some of those questions answered. Before we do so, I do want to give a quick shout out here. Thank you to Harrah Resort SoCal. Find your funnest state of mind with a visit to Harrah Resort SoCal, voted best resort in Funner, California. From dining to unwinding, you'll find fun around every corner. You can learn more today at harrahsocal.com. HarrahSoCal.com, 2 hours away from downtown Los Angeles. Awesome property. I could tell you firsthand. I've stayed there a number of different times. DAngelo Russell. Could we be getting a point guard for the Lakers that I know for me, when he did his first stint with the Lakers, I wasn't that crazy about. I mean, when DAngelo Russell was no longer with the Lakers, I didn't lose sleep over it. And I know it's been some time since he's been with the Lakers, so I don't want to, underplay that or anything. But I kind of had a vision of DAngelo Russell that when they traded back for him, it was like, okay, well, I don't know what we're going to get. I haven't really followed the guy since he left the Lakers. Just naturally, I'm worried about the Lakers. I'm not worried about, other places that he's been. 2016, 2017 was the last time that he was with the Lake Show. Played in Brooklyn, played for the Warriors, played for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and now obviously back with the Los Angeles Lakers. So it's been a little bit of time. He's 26 years old now. He's a obviously much different player. When I'm talking about player, I'm sure he's more mature. I'm sure he's got a lot more experience. So there's a lot that comes into play in his second stint with the Lakers. Got to be honest with what I've seen so far. And Laker fans, you guys can feel free to weigh in on this. Kind of really excited about DAngelo Russell. I think he's a perfect fit for what the Lakers need. I'm going to read out a quote from LeBron after the win on Wednesday night against the Pelicans. This is what he said about DAngelo Russell. He says, I know D'Lo is a really good shifty point guard. Says he can space the floor, very crafty, very deceiving with his quickness, the way he plays the game. So obviously LBJ giving compliments. He was giving compliments to really all the new players that the Lakers had, even giving compliments to some of the players that left the Los Angeles Lakers. But when he said that, and it's not like I needed him to say that to know what some of the strengths are for DAngelo Russell, but Laker fans, compared to what the Lakers have had here these last couple of years, compared to what Russell Westbrook brought to the table, compared to what DAngelo Russell brings to the table, I mean, if this is not a breath of fresh air, I don't know what to tell you, but it feels so good to have a more traditional point guard. DAngelo Russell's not going to be a guy that's going 120 miles per hour. No, he's going 35 miles an hour, and he's listening to some smooth jazz. That's probably the better way that I describe him. Now, that doesn't mean that he's not quick. That doesn't mean that he can't create for his own. It doesn't mean that he can't use his body perfectly, but his style of basketball is a lot different than Russell Westbrook. The fit of DAngelo Russell compared to what we've had before, night and day. I know we only got a chance to see DAngelo and LeBron and Anthony Davis for one game together, but I think the potential of what that could be, DAngelo, his style, I saw a play on Wednesday night where he uses his body, very shifty, finds a way to get to the basket, and then throws a no-look lob to Anthony Davis, and it seems so natural. DAngelo also can hit threes. He's a 39% three-point shooter. He could create for his own. He doesn't need to depend on LeBron James. But if LBJ's got the ball, he is a threat to go hit a corner three if LeBron finds him. So I know it was just one game, and you can never sample, you need 15 games to sample something, at least 15, maybe 20 games, kind of know what you have. But just right out the gate for me, I could see how DAngelo Russell is just a fantastic fit with this team. And it's perfect for DAngelo Russell, too, that there's not an overload of attention on him. You got to pay attention to Anthony Davis. You got to obviously pay attention to the King, LeBron James. if you got Beasley in the corner, you can't leave him open. If Vanderbilt's cutting to the basket, if I'm just going through these different Laker players, it's going to be great for him personally and individually, and I think it's going to be great for the Lakers as well. I did read a report a couple days ago talking about how the Lakers could potentially, there could be some mutual interest for the Lakers and DAngelo to try to put together a deal. He's on the final year of his contract. But I'll throw this out to Laker fans out there. Am I making too big of a deal here, or do you kind of see where I'm going talking about DAngelo Russell? Can you see the potential that that trio can have together and how DAngelo can really just add these elements that the Lakers have not had in the last couple of years? He's still just 26. That win that the Lakers had a couple nights ago, 21-7, and it seemed very natural. He could get to the free throw line. He'll hit his free throws. I don't think he's afraid of that big moment. So that part's exciting because I know when DAngelo was with the Lakers in his, rookie stint in the year after, I was like, all right, if he goes, he goes. I wasn't losing sleep over it. But now I could really, really see how he could have a lot of potential. When the Lakers traded for, remember, Mike Conley ended up going to the Timberwolves. I think that had more to do with, I don't think Minnesota wants to pay DAngelo long-term. They got to pay Gobert. They got to pay Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards. So I think it was more of a financial thing. But for the Lakers, I could really, really see a home for this guy. And hopefully it's just adding an element that the Lakers have not had the last couple of seasons. Hopefully it makes Bron and AD's life a lot easier. That's really what you're hoping for ultimately. A quick word here from the Riverside County Sheriff Department.
I'm Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. Are you satisfied with a job, or are you looking for an exciting career? If you think you have what it takes, I have a tan and green uniform with your name on it. Come and get it.
All right, the Riverside County Sheriff Department is hiring for 911 dispatchers, deputy sheriff, correctional deputies, and other support services. You could apply online today at joinrsd.org, joinrsd.org. If that is something of interest to you, please visit the website, joinrsd.org. Appreciate their partnership. So, Lake fans, I'm going to kind of leave it there. I'll throw this at you. What do you think so far of what you've seen from DAngelo Russell? And do you agree with me that there's some real potential there for what he could bring to the table on a night in, night out basis? Thank you for being a part of the show. Please subscribe to the channel here on ESPN LA, and we'll get back with you guys soon with another video coming up on Monday. Thanks, Laker fans. Enjoy the All-Star break.